Disconnect us.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning into 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. This is Kevin Harlan, alongside Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. And we've got David Aldridge, our Hall of Famer, patrolling the sideline. The Detroit Pistons preparing to defend home court in this Eastern Conference battle. Stan, you just said this. One thing about Fontecchio, he can flat out score the ball. Wow.
Yeah, Kevin, he's really a consistent shooter, but he can score in other ways as well. You'd like to see him get to the free throw line more, but that might just be a little nitpicking.
Here's Cunningham. Jason Tatum picking up that last basket. Out to Harris. Launches it. Here's Durant. Nice ball movement by Detroit. And it's Fontecchio missing. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. I did speak with the Pistons head coach for a little while. He knows how much Jason Tatum can impact the game. The coach told me Tatum has improved the way he reads the game, how he responds to a defense. He's faster. That means we have to be crisp with how we rotate and send a double. Not a lot of wiggle room on the floor when Tatum is processing information. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Fires for three. Harris's shot is off. Brown drives in.
Well, check out Brown getting flashy. That'll get him fired up.
Cunningham outside. Pass to Harris. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot two at the free throw line. GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it.
And Greg, for longtime Pistons fans, Bad Boys era, trailing by 5. Here's Thompson. And it goes out of bounds. That went off Porzingis. Schroeder outside. Pass to Stewart. Porzingis with the block.
And just fast off the floor to challenge shots. Porzingis.
And it's Jaden Ivey with the foul. That is his first foul.
Have to like where they're at.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little more.
Beasley outside. Detroit, no good that time either.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
Pass to Porzingis. Tries from 7. The kick out to Holiday. Now Tatum. Back to Holiday. 6 on the shot clock. Goes back up. In deep. Tatum drops it in. Tatum's got 6.
Nice little finish there inside from Tatum. He is so quick to get up when he's near the rim.
The shot by Thompson, no good.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And good that time.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
Yeah, and until the defense makes an adjustment.
The 3. Thompson with the rebound. Pistons trailed by 8. Here's Ivy. And slam dunk by Ivy.
And man, can Ivy fly. I mean, a big-time finish.
Tatum. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low. You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Now here is Hardaway. No scoring in this one. Left side, Harris. The kick out to Cunningham. Here's White. Finished off the break. And it's 7 points for Jarrett White.
Building up a big early lead. They have taken charge of this game.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take.
And it goes down 2 points.
Boy, that was quick. Already out to a double-digit lead.
Yeah, incredible play on both ends of the floor. There may be too big of a gap there.
So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. Celtics lead by 10.
The Celtics, 21.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, but it's hard to keep that kind of intensity for the entire game. But if they can come close to that, they'll be in a great spot.
Harris inside. Rebounded by the Celtics. Stan, you talk about a stacked roster. It's hard to find many weaknesses for the Celtics.
Yeah, Kevin, there's a reason the Executive of the Year award went to Boston's front office last season. The Celtics are built right, and they're built to last.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thank you. Tobias Harris, over the course of his career, has played a lot at both forward positions. He says, I'm comfortable playing both of them. I'm not big on the position thing. I'm versatile. Kevin, he's just a basketball player and a very, very good one.
I would agree, David. I know you like him. We like him as well. A very skilled one at that. Thank you very much.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
Ivy with it. He's picked up by White. Pass to Beasley. Here's Holland. Back to Beasley. Holiday with the defensive effort. Celtics leading by 12. From deep. Boston again missing. And so it's Detroit with the ball. It's out of bounds. The Pistons able to retain possession here. Boston making a switch here.
Checking in for the Celtics, Kristaps Porzingis.
And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. And so White will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis. Porzingis has got his second basket.
And bringing the aggression and the energy, two things you like to see from Porzingis.
From 6 away. Pass to Schroeder. For 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. And a big part of perimeter defense, Greg, avoiding screens. What are some of the tricks of the trade in that regard?
Well, sometimes you have to get skinny. I mean, other times it's using your strength. A lot goes into it. Also, getting it faded for the screener. It's one of the more challenging aspects of NBA defense.
He's a big combo guard, and Ivy plays with no fear in there.
Back to White. Jacks up a 3. And he's good on the 3 ball. White's got 10 points.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Celtics leading by 12. Inside. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Beasley. So both teams making some changes here.
Substitution on the court.
And stolen by Harris.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Fontecchio down low. Hardaway. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First personal
Nice
foul.
work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Hardaway hits them both. And the Celtics with possession here. 10-point lead. 16 feet away. And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis. 6 points for him.
And Porzingis will make you pay if you collapse off of him. That's just inviting trouble.
And slam dunk by Harris.
Well, he can play the 4 because he gets off the ground so well.
Coach, it didn't take long for Cade Cunningham to establish himself as the leader of this team.
Well, Kevin, he's very mature for his age. He was put in a position with all young guys around him, so he had to step up. And I've never heard Cade Cunningham blame anyone else for the team's struggles. He's got everything you could want in a team leader.
Out to Hardaway. Porzingis with the rebound. Boston leading by 13. Here's Brown. It's stolen by Cunningham. .103 left to play in the first half. Diversified scoring in this one for them.
I love when everyone can get involved, a full team effort.
Chalk up 2 there. And the Celtics lead by 15.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Here's Duren. And Duren slams it in.
Oh, forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown. To the paint. Here's Pritchard. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Pritchard's got 4 this quarter.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Pass to Duren. Out to Hardaway. And a wide open look for Cunningham. That drops and it comes off the assist from Hardaway. It'll count. That'll do it for the first half. Boston on top, up by 12. Live from Little Caesars Arena, you're watching 2K Sports. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. He stands since 2009. The Pistons have just 2 playoff appearances.
Yeah, that's true, Kevin. And they got swept in both of those playoff appearances. They haven't won a playoff game since 2008. And with all the lottery picks they've made recently, their fans are itching to see some progress.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. No good from Beasley. Celtics leading by 14. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, the Celtics can beat you in a number of ways. Point guard Jrue Holiday said, we can play small and big. We have great bench players who come in and change the game at any time and could start on other teams. And we have a hunger. Kevin, they're going to be a problem for a long time.
Agreed. Yeah, they are stacked, DA, for sure.
It doesn't take much room. Ivy saw some daylight and just took off.
The wide open look here for Porzingis. Again, the Celtics good for 2.
Ever since halftime, they've played precision basketball on the offensive end.
Well, the coaching staff made some adjustments for the second half, and they've come out with focus and execution.
Back to Ivy. shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on White.
And Ivy just so difficult to corral. Sometimes you have to foul him and hope he misses.
And Ivy drops them both. You coach Stan at various levels for 30 years. How has the transition been to the broadcasting business?
Well, Kevin, it's been great because of people like you and because I'm undefeated.
Right. But do you miss the aftermath when there's at least a score sheet? There's a scorecard that says win or loss.
I do miss that. There's no question. I miss the competition. I miss the camaraderie of building toward a result. But I've started to get some of that in broadcasting as I've gotten to know my partners better.
Well, it's great being your partner.
Likewise.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And going back to his performance at the line last year, guys, 84% as a free throw shooter.
And he knocks down the first one.
And it's been an outstanding game for them at the free throw line, not missing their chances when they get them.
Good on both.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you at the end.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Stan, for 4 seasons, you were the head coach of the Detroit Pistons, and we were just talking the other day. What a great sports city Detroit is.
Oh, I absolutely loved my time in Detroit. I've still got 2 kids who live in the area, and great, great, great sports fans. Hard-working people that really value hard-working teams, and if you are one, they will be behind you all the way. Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Tatum wide open, he fires one. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. Tatum's got 11 points.
This is why Tatum is a volume three-point shooter, because he knows how accurate he can be.
Drills the three-pointer.
Well, when you give him room like that, just expect it to go in.
Left side, Horford. And no good that time. The defense that time from Duran. It's Cunningham with the drive. Pass to Thompson. Back to Cunningham. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
A nice up fake by Cunningham. He does all the little things that help him generate points. Right here, he just gets himself to the line.
Celtics leading by 11. Outside Tatum. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. They set the pick. They shoot again. Pass to Hauser. Here's Pritchard. These three-pointers off the mark. Thompson with it. Now guarded by Tatum. The drive by Thompson. That cuts the lead to single digits.
So fast of foot. On the run, Osir, tough to catch.
Nice ball movement by Detroit. Tatum with it. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Tim Hardaway picks one up. And Stan, as he enters his prime, Jason Tatum is shooting to become the face of the NBA.
Yeah, and Kevin, he knows winning is the key. For a star player on a great team, learning that balance, when to take over and when to set up your teammates, is a big part of it.
Hardaway with a wide open look. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Here's Tatum. Good D by Thompson. Pistons trailed by 8.
Definitely got to use the clock here and get the last shot.
Yeah, but if you get an open look, you got to think about taking it no matter how much time is left on the clock.
Pritchard gets the bucket. Pritchard's got 6.
And that's exactly what they're going for on that shot.
Hardaway for 3. And so it's the Boston Celtics with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break.
45. The Celtics. 55.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Now Cunningham. Pass to Thompson. Back to Cunningham. And no good. Excellent D there from Holiday. Now Fontecchio. There's the lob to Duren. He can't get that one.
Well, that alley-oop attempt, a case of what could have been, just didn't finish the play.
Well, it's not easy to time that up. Just not quite in sync.
So for the Pistons.
Substitution on the floor.
Porzingis at the elbow. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And Brown throws it down hard.
A big athletic finish by Brown. Polishing off the lob pass with authority.
Here's Ivy. He gets it in there.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Here's White. No good on the triple.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
And now it's Brown running. He can go all the way.
And Brown doesn't mind getting roughed up on the way up. In fact, he embraces it.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Boston.
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. It's really great when you see it in action.
Pass to Hardaway. Back to Cunningham. Porzingis with the block. Here's Holiday. Misses off the right iron.
I'm sure he'd like to have that back. That's a missed opportunity.
Outside Hardaway. Cunningham right side. Pass to Harris. And slam dunk by Harris.
How about that finish by Harris? He sees his opening and does not hesitate to rise up and be free.
And Jalen Duren picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Substitution on the floor.
Tatum deciding where to go with it. Great job by Tatum in close. We've got some talented defensive big men in the league today, Coach. But in your opinion, who would you say is the best rim protector?
Well, Kevin, I would have said Rudy Gobert because people didn't even want to go to the rim and challenge him.
Right.
Anthony Davis is great. But I'm telling you, the young guy, Victor Wembanyama, I think is the best we've got now.
Isn't he something else, Stan? We've never seen anything like him.
We never have, and I'm not sure we ever will again.
Back to Brown. 4 on the shot clock. He gets that one. That's now 8 points for Jaylen Brown.
Terrific finish there from Brown. He goes up strong and absorbs the contact.
Pass to Stewart. Kicks it out to Schroeder. Back to Stewart. Schroeder outside. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. Nice ball movement by Detroit. The shot by Ivy, no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Substitution on the floor.
1:32 left in the fourth quarter. Cunningham with it. And the basket is good.
And this is the beauty of Cunningham. He can score from anywhere on the floor. That length, obviously, a huge advantage.
Here's Holiday. And Holiday throws it down.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Celtics.
Their inside game was what secured them the win tonight.
They had their way in the paint, and those are all high percentage shots, but the defense couldn't stop them from getting down low.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Jason Tatum.
Yeah, you know, he was a man on a mission in this one. The defense had absolutely no answers for him tonight.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
And really with a pass-first mentality, Cunningham, the type of player that you like to play with.
And then Cunningham with the dunk. Here's Tatum. Shot's good. Brown making the play. And the Celtics lead by 9.
Well, you know Jason Tatum can score, and that's exactly what he's done thus far.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And it's Beasley in the corner. Just 5 on the clock. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here.
Better to be lucky than good. That pass was just deflected and not stolen. Dodged the bullet there.
And so it's the Boston.
Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Brent Barry, our distinguished analyst. Allie LaForce on the sidelines. Grant, one thing these teams have in common, they are great at rebounding the basketball.
Oh, yes, they are. I mean, it'll be a battle down low. Boxing out.
That is what I'm talking about.
Wow.
That's a little something special from Jimmy Butler there. Serious elevation.
Booker attacking. Durant surveying the D. Back to Dunn. Here's Booker. Here he goes. Uses the glass on the layup.
Bumped and still finishing. Booker with great balance.
Outside Curry. Counted. from distance.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Mike Budenholzer and I got a chance to talk for a bit. I asked him about Jimmy Butler and what his defensive scheme is for him, and Coach said to not let him bully us from the interior and mid-range. We want to push him as far out as possible. We have to play tough. Let's see if they're able to accomplish this, guys.
And Allie, thank you for that.
I mean, he's like a magician how quickly he gets that shot off. Was it ever there?
Pass to Richards. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
One thing this Golden State team does very well is control the offensive glass, Brent.
Well, there's been a lot of talk analytically, BA, about how advantageous it is to come in and swoop through to grab offensive rebounds. Golden State has bought into that philosophy. They also have guys who take a lot of long shots, so that's long rebounds with a better chance of gaining an extra possession. So some smart analytical play here from Golden State in the past couple seasons.
They grab their own miss. Here's Jackson Davis. Shot clock at 6. Green, a screen. Curry, he's open. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Curry's got 8 points.
Yeah, how about Steph Curry with the bailout there? Masterful at creating just enough space in that situation.
And some changes here for the Warriors.
Substitution on the court.
Outside Bull. Pass to Booker. The offensive rebound. And here's Durant. Defended by Podziemski. And Durant with the big finish.
Yeah, KD attacking the rim. Hard to imagine anybody's going to get in the way of that.
Here's Post. Covered by Richards. Back to Payton. To the inside. Here's Post. Clock at 4. Here's Kuminga. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Here's Richards. The rebound by Post. The Warriors lead by 6. Down low. Here's Podziemski. Right side, Kuminga. Healed from outside. Can't get it to drop.
Defense dodged a bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Pass to Durant. Back to Dunn. Richards inside. Outside for Booker. Drains the triple. Booker's got 5.
That's Booker's specialty. So good at rising up and connecting off the catch.
Pass to Post. Outside Podziemski. Back to Kuminga. Here's Post. From 17. Richards pulls it in. Outside Booker. Now Durant. Yes! And it's Booker with the setup. 6 points for him.
And KD so nimble, just a difference maker inside the paint.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Kuminga down low. And Kuminga throws it down.
He's undersized for a 4, but his hops level the playing field.
On the wing, Durant. And it's slammed in by Durant.
They brought the double team to force the ball out of his hands, but failed to rotate off the pass.
BA, the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. Stephen Curry getting it done for Golden State. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And from what we've seen here from the Warriors, what's your take so far?
Well, so far, they've got things rolling along nicely at the offensive end.
Yeah, I couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, Brian, a lot of teams are staying clear of that dreaded second apron of the luxury tax, but the Suns, they blew right past it, adding Bradley Beal to create a star trio. Kevin Durant said, quote, "That's what you're supposed to do. It's about swinging for the fences every year." They're looking to go the distance.
Every year, you're right. Talent is there, Allie. Outside Durant. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
Well, despite his outward demeanor, Durant plays with so much passion, takes the hit, still able to convert.
When you look at the career of Kevin Durant, he's had an amazing list of teammates, Grant.
Yeah, that's true, B.A. And it started with Westbrook and Harden. Then he had Steph, Clay, and Dre, Kyrie, and then Booker and Beal. That is quite the list.
Golden State needs to get off a shot. Chalk up 2 there.
Assist goes to
the Suns trailing. And it's Gary Payton II with a foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Richards. Still no points. Pass to Dunn. Booker with it. From outside the arc. And that comes off the assist by Durant.
Yes, so good to see Booker knocking down the corner triple. A go-to scorer with considerable range.
And the timeout called by Mike Budenholzer. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Both teams making substitutions here. Second quarter, a little over a minute and a half in to the paint. Here's Looney, and it's Phoenix with a rebound. On the take, Durant, and Durant slams it home.
Yeah, can you add that one to Durant's ongoing highlight reel? Thank you very much.
Here's Spencer. Pass to Looney. Here's Knox. Back to Looney. Here's Spencer. Booker defending. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Looney. Iguodala grabs a miss. Phoenix leading by 3. And they've been producing at a high level.
No question. They're in a nice rhythm offensively.
And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him.
And the Warriors make some changes. Back to Booker. To the middle. The Suns need to get off a shot. The 17-footer. That doesn't go either for Durant. Warriors trail by 3. Inside. Here's Jackson Davis. To the inside. Moses Moody up strong for the jam.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
Phoenix no good that time either. Golden State with the ball. Down low. Pass to Curry.
This is what you want to do?
Well, Grant, with all the parity and competition in the league today, there's still those teams piling up losses.
Yeah, B.A., and with teams like the Thunder excelling, it's almost like youth is no longer an excuse, but some rebuilds take longer than others.
And here's the fast break. Ooh, a two-handed power slam.
With all eyes on Steph when he has the ball, his teammates find openings, and he finds them.
Outside Bull. There's the three. They get it back. Dunn right side. The three is up. No good on the shot. The Warriors lead by 3. Up top, Curry. Give him 8. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. To the paint. Here's Dunn. And that comes off the assist by Durant. Dunn's got his first bucket in this one.
Well, that was just a quick glance from KD. He looks at the defense and makes the play.
Curry at the rim.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Moses Moody. That's his first foul of the game.
14th foul.
34 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Pass to Booker. Puts up a 3. Rebounded by Green.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Butler on the wing. Now Green. Guarded by Durant. 6 on the shot clock. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Yeah, and you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
It's his first trip to the line. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Ooh, it's stolen away. And he bangs it home with one hand.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
And the gamble paying off.
And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here. So it'll be Devin Booker shooting. It's on Stephen Curry. Now here's Curry. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. The Warriors on top, up 3. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. Stephen Curry is still playing, but the debates have already started about where he ranks among the all-time greats, Brent.
LBA, it's a matter of opinion, but if your opinion is that he shouldn't be up there, shame on you. At 6'2", this guy is pound for pound, maybe the best player that's ever suited up in this league.
And it's Hield missing.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good.
Outside Bull to the middle. Iguodala. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. Here's Payton. Nails it from beyond the arc. Payton's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jonathan Kuminga. That's his first foul of the game. And for those tuning in, we're about a minute into this second half.
Just a much smaller defender on him. He does the exact thing at the right moment, goes straight to the rim.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, Coach Steve Kerr said of Jonathan Kuminga, we were trying really for a long time to get him to attack, get the ball in the paint and dunk it because he's unstoppable there. You just don't know when something's going to click, but it has clicked, and it's beautiful to see.
He has certainly found his lane, Allie. Thank you. And so they foul intentionally.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Booker for 3, and that comes off the assist by Durant. Booker's got 15.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's in the comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
And the timeout called by Mike Budenholzer. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. And it's Beal with the ball for the Suns. Pass to Richards. O'Neal on the wing. Back to Richards. Allen outside. No good on the three. And here are the Warriors now. The kick out, Curry. Back to Moody. 6 to shoot. Outside for Green. Takes a three. Richards pulls it in. Pass to Lee. Over to the left wing. Back to Beal. Allen outside. Now here's Beal.
And Beal makes a great selection there. He commits to that. Physical defense is not going to take him out of the way, and he draws the foul.
Phoenix shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. And Beal drops them both. The Warriors trailing. Curry with it. He's got 10. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's going to be on Bradley Beal.
Yeah, so easy to root for Stephen Curry because of how much fun he seems to have on the floor. Embraces the competition, but is able to laugh it off when something doesn't go his way. A lot of things do, though.
Two-part equation. You have to be aggressive enough to get to the line, then talented enough to single.
Phoenix no good that time either. Brent, you could hit the three back in your day, and no doubt Stephen Curry is the best three-point shooter in league history. What makes him so good from deep?
To me, BA, it comes down to the way that Steph goes about his habits in practice. If you ever watch footage of him in pregame warm-ups or in the offseason, there is so much variability in what he does in terms of preparing his feet and hands to shoot the basketball. There's no one that practices the way that Steph does, and there's no one that produces the way that he does either. There are only a few players who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
This is his third trip to the free throw line in this game. And that one falls for Curry. Both shots good from the stripe. And so it's Phoenix with it. For three, Allen. That one falls. Coming off Beal's feed. Allen's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And here's Curry to the paint. There's 57 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Yep, that one goes.
Oh, very clever from Curry. They're attracting the defense and then just giving it away.
Pass to O'Neal. Back to Beal. And there's the drive. And he banks in the layup. Beal's got 4 points now in the quarter. 43 seconds left in the third. To the inside. Here's Green. Nice dish, and the layup goes down.
That's a tough one there from Draymond Green. As tough as they come.
And then Beal with the dunk.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use two hands next time. He knows where he is. Oh, Curry, a sick triple.
He can score on you in bunches. Curry doing it all in this one.
Now Beal. 6 points for him. Pass to Richards. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. And the Suns lead by 2.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Curry looking it over. No good. Would have counted had it gone. That takes us to the end of the third quarter. What a game. Neither team giving ground. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And so it's Golden State with it. There's a screen. Pass to post. From down in the low post, it goes.
Oh, what great action we've seen tonight. Hard to imagine a more entertaining game.
No, this is about as high-octane a game as you're going to find.
But the reverse slam, that was sweet.
Ah, the finesse on full display. Outside heel to take the lead. Each. Drops it from range. Timeout. Hield's got his first 3 points of the game.
Yeah, watching Hield shoot is quite astonishing. He does a great job of establishing his feet as a foundation for his three-point shot.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Mike Budenholzer was going over with his team. Well, coach is thrilled with their three-point shooting, saying in the huddle, guys, let's keep it up. Continue to shoot it from deep. It's working. They've been on fire from distance so far.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Payton with it. Now guarded by Booker. Out to Hield. Here's Payton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Kuminga. Here's Post. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
And this is the absolute wrong time to stop communicating. They have to get in sync.
The Suns leading. Booker surveying the D. Durant drives in. And Durant with the big finish.
Durant almost 7 feet. It's just hard to believe watching how well he moves.
Outside Podziemski. And he converts the layup. Podziemski's got his first points of the game.
Smart play call to get him something at the rim.
Well, taking advantage of that opportunity, it does not get any more high percentage than that one.
Well, Grant, if you talk about consistent top-level scores, Devin Booker is near the top of that list.
Yeah, and going back to the 17-18 season, Devin has averaged at least 25 points every year. Book can create his own shot and finish. It's hard finding guys who can do both.
Back to Curry. Right side Green. Clock at 6. The 3 ball. Green able to hit from 3.
Well, he doesn't shoot it all that well, but when he does knock it down, it's demoralizing for a defense.
And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line. That sends Bol Bol to the free throw line. It's going to go on Draymond Green. Warriors trail by 4. Left side Butler. Down low. Another shot. Draymond. Oh, such a force inside.
Draymond Green around the rim trying to find a little bit of a window to get that ball up.
Here's Booker. That one's good. 7 for 10 now.
That's why Devin Booker has the ball for moments just like that.
Inside. Butler can't get it to go. The Suns lead by 4. Durant with it. Now guarded by Moody. Offensive rebound. Back to Durant. Takes it inside. Clear the way for Durant.
That's a big-time finish. KD dunking all over the defense.
Butler. And it's Butler with the jam.
And Jimmy Buckets is alive.
Pass to Dunn. Outside Booker. Back to Dunn. Richards with it. Outside Bol to the middle. Minute 32 left to play in the fourth quarter. Here's Butler. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Defense had the right idea there, but maybe not enough time in the weight room. Butler right through that.
Outside for Booker. Back to Durant. The three. Oh, that was pure. He's got another one. Now 10 for 12.
Well, anyone questioning Durant's killer instinct can stop right now. Wow.
Back to Curry. From behind the arc. Richards pulls it in.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that one, guys. If he wants to help his team cut into this deficit, he should not be attempting those kind of shots.
Oh, and a fast break for the Warriors. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Well, this guy, Jimmy Butler, not showing that he's a ball stopper. Awareness finds the open man. And Booker, not just an onlooker. How about that one?
Here's Jackson Davis. Money!
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man. And he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. 35 seconds left in the game. To the right side. Here's Bol. Kept alive. Outside Booker.
Golden State foul. Jimmy Butler. First personal foul. Fourth team foul.
First free throw is good. And that gives him a 4-point cushion. And he hits both free throws here. And it's a 5-point game.
And just like that, this game is a 2-possession affair.
Outside Curry. To the paint. It's stolen by Dunn. Booker. And once again, off the mark by Phoenix. So Phoenix wins it.